Hello Gemini, and welcome to your reading. September already. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about this month, the energies that are there for you. I have 10 of Wands, so you're finishing a cycle of Wands, just like Taurus. So for the ones of you that are maybe Taurus ascendant, cusp, or Venus or whatever, it would be interesting to look at the Taurus reading. After that, I have the Six of Wands, and then I have the Tower and the Eight of Cups. Now that can sound tragic, but it's not. All right, so 10 of Wands, we're finishing a cycle. It all has to do with Six of Wands, and that is acknowledgement. It starts with self-acknowledgement, which allows us to come back from war. I don't have to prove anything anymore. I don't overestimate, underestimate myself, the outside world. It is balanced. I understand the lesson of why things were like that, and so I can move on. My will, my fire has reached my heart chakra. This is the process that's going to happen during the month. And that is going to bring you to this enlightenment that there is more out there. That you've been carrying a lot to try, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of maybe projects, things, a lot on your shoulders to try and feel fulfilled inside. But no, there was the lack of this Ace of Cups or Two of Cups, and that is what the Eight of Cups is about. That man in red took the decision, the inner decision that he deserves more and that there is more out there. That, since it's with the house, La Maison Dieu, with the Tower, that probably came as an enlightenment out of the self-acknowledgement. And when we self-acknowledge, often we will have it in the outside also, that recognition. That's why we'll often say, oh, you're going to get a promotion or whatnot with the Six of Wands. Because it starts with us first. Then it can be mirrored outside, as within, as without. Under your 10 of Wands, there's the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So there's a part of you, after carrying this for so long, that probably stopped believing that there was a cup out there. And that's how you endured for so long. And Gemini can endure for a very long time, can juggle for a very long time. I'm feeling like shit inside, but I can smile and be friendly out there. Two of Pentacles, it's when we're holding two realities that do not correspond together. So sometimes it's a difference between how we feel inside and the outside, between our creativity, feminine, and our masculine, our capacity to actually get out there, our ambitions and do something. It can be between, it's infinite, but it's when, or the invisible and the visible, everything that in this dual world that is not balanced will create the Two of Pentacles within us. And so our emotions are up and down, and we're just trying to make it by. Under the Six of Wands, there's the Ten of Swords and the Hangman. That's why I think this was probably happening for a long time. And maybe with COVID, everything stopping or whatever, you had a time to think about it. But The hangman is always asking us, you know, to look at things from a completely different angle so we can get that illumination, that understanding. And with the Ten of Swords, this is when we reach the limit and we kind of grasp how the way we were doing things and the way we were thinking of what we were allowing ourselves and all, how much that hurt us. All of the times we were betrayed, or that we betrayed ourselves, or XY, the things we carried on our shoulders to try and feel better, how that actually screwed us. The Ten of Swords is the sun rising. It's like, oh my God, okay, I understand it. I'm finishing this cycle. And after that is going to be the light and the day. That is the illumination. That without self-acknowledgement, your life was heavy, disbalanced, and unsatisfying. Under our tower here, I have the Five of Swords and the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is our capacity to of what we expect, what is coming towards us. With the Five of Swords, it's being screwed out of what was our due, what was supposed to come towards us. And that maybe will come as a shock. But that will provoke your decision that you deserve more. Maybe you were enduring something, hoping that it would give at one point. You know, I'm enduring something because I think that, yeah, at one point I'll get that promotion. And then you see it being swept off right in front of you. And you're thinking, no, I'm not investing here anymore. I'm being robbed of what is coming towards me. And that can be at work, it can be in relationship, or it can be just in your attitude towards life. Under that, I have the Empress, the Divine Feminine. And the Divine Feminine is the part of us, whether we are a man or a woman. And I'm not talking about, if you're a man, the women in your life. Yes, part of it, but mostly your inner feminine. The part of you that is connected with the divine, that allows unconditional love to come into your life, that allows abundance ruled by Venus into your life, creativity, inspiration, intuition, that masters the shadow. Empress, connected with the cosmic intelligence. She has a crown of 12 stars, the whole zodiac. So, this is realizing that you need to open the valve here, and that you should go for that Ace of Cups. The importance is not having exactly the result that you want. It is being happy and doing what it takes for that. Okay, let's just clarify this. I call upon the divine, I call upon the light, I call upon the Holy Spirit. Taurus, no, sorry, Gemini. Gemini. Help me clarify this reading for Gemini. Ten of Wands, Empress. That's kind of sums it up. With that Five of Swords and the Empress. Okay. Let's look at that Ten of Wands. for Gemini for the month of September, Spirit? Why is the 10 of Wands here? Stone is annoying. All right. All right. The Sun. Well, when the Sun arrives, and here is the 5 of Cups. Yeah. When the Sun arrives, yes, it's a big yes from the universe. It's beautiful. But what it does is that when the sun shines and you have like an element here, you know, like this crystal, it shines, it's beautiful, but it makes you notice the shadow of what sticks out, the shadow they're casting. So having the sun on your 10 of Wands, it's seeing what you carry inside of you, that and the shadow that it casts on your life. It brings total clarity on everything. So that clarity is for us to be able to rise above it, you know. And here it's to show you that maybe you've been carrying so much disappointments and sorrows, things that did not work emotionally and so on. It probably affected your own self-value, your own self-acknowledgement at one point. Let's look at that 7 of Wands. There's a squirrel in the roof. I call him Good Times Charlie because he seems to have a very good time. But it is fall, and that's when the little furry friends try to get in the house. I live in the woods, so that's why. Okay, 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. 7 of Cups. 7 of Swords. Yes, what you see is that exactly that lack of self-acknowledgement made you put this cloud of possibilities in front of you, but it's like when we project our old wounds, our fears, and our dreams, and they're all mixed up together. That's why this guy has a cloud in front of him. These are not options. These are projections. Options is when you have clear, defined paths that you can see and you can choose either of them. It's not like a cloud of things with different emotional projections. Cups. And with the 7 of Swords, they were very disempowering projections. The Sun brought clarity on this, and that's what actually brought you to your 10 of Swords and that Tower. It's like all of a sudden seeing everything you've been carrying, the price you paid for carrying this, and the illusions it gave you. Because that makes us go towards things that are impossible, or we perceive things differently. We let ourselves be disempowered. Let's look at that Tower and that 8 of Cups for Gemini. There's the 5 of Cups. Yeah, leaving behind all of your sorrows and your disappointments, and this is your grievings of everything that you did not enjoy in life. I never had that. I never had this or that, or I had it and I lost it. All of these things that we can get hooked on, leaving them behind and being able to actually, the world, finish the cycle. Because as long as you were carrying them, they were blocking your view in your capacity of self-acknowledgement, coming back from war, learning the lesson, and being acknowledged. Let's look at that 2 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Pentacles, the Sun probably showed you the big difference between those 2 pentacles here. So this should be like this should be balanced. So the disruption between the two. Show me the Two of Pentacles for Gemini. Ah, all right. The World and the Empress again. So you're finishing, because Ten of Wands, you're finishing that cycle. Finishing everything you've been carrying. And that was blocking the capacity of your divine feminine to allow love in your life, abundance in your life, and so on. Because you were carrying all of this on your shoulders. Ten of Swords, you're going to see the price you paid. And it's crazy to think, what, I'm paying a price because I've hurt so much? Well, the price is the consequences of carrying our pain with us and letting it take power over our reality. It hurts us. And when I say the price you paid, you're gonna see all the times that it hurt you and it didn't have to hurt you. All the decisions or the perceptions you had that did not have to be this way, and that you got hurt, and or expectations you had, and it didn't have to be that way. Ten of Swords. Be clear. Ten of Swords for Gemini. Ten of Swords for Gemini. The Two of Swords wanted to come out. Because yes, it's going to be like, what is my truth? Who am I? High Priestess. Empress, High Priestess. This is the divine feminine. And for Taurus, it was the divine masculine that was readjusted. And here for you, Gemini, I think it's your divine feminine into what you allow. And here is a Page of Wands. This is a soul lesson. Your soul knows exactly that. So for a lot of you, what I'm saying now, inside of you, you're saying, I know. So therefore that tower will be very smooth because you know. Others of you, maybe if you keep hanging on, the tower is going to be the universe forcing you to drop your 10 wands and take that wand. That new enthusiasm towards life. Life doesn't have to be heavy and painful. End of that. End of letting myself completely, screwed into what I expect coming towards me. Five of Swords. Here is the Hangman. Here is the King of Wands and the Two of Wands. So yes, it is going to be a decision, understanding that what the Hangman is bringing. For some of you, this Hangman, you got the illumination without the tower. But the tower is called an awakening. It's just like, it's more like, whoa, this huge download. When you look at the Tower card, yes, you see the lightning here? It removes a crown. It removes a settled way. A crown goes on the head of how we think, how we envision of this is my world and how it is. And the divine crumbles it because it says, no, 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 no. This is not how things are. And then it sends, see those little drops? I don't know if you can see those little golden drops. They're made in the shape of the letter Yod. Yod is the first letter in the name of the divine. Yod, E, Vav, E. When you read the Bible in Hebrew. So Yod is that spark of the divine kind of thing. that we have it within us and outside of us, the finger of the divine, pointing us the direction. So that's why it's like a download. When the Tower comes, it's a download, a reality check. It's you have those little yods on the Ace of Cups also. This is how the divine can give us a direction. So you don't have to fear the Tower. Unless you want to remain with your crown, I am right, and this is how things are. But here your soul is telling you. Two of Wands. This, see, we had the Page, now the King. That enlightenment, looking at all of this from another perspective, you're actually going to master that new path and take it. One where you're going to re-empower your divine feminine. We did have the Queen of Wands here and the Sun under the deck. You know, for an air sign, this is very fiery. This is all about how you bring your willpower out there. So you're going to take hold of that, because it's going to become obvious that all of this pain, you have to leave it behind, because it is putting a filter in front of you. And it can even be something simple as, if you had decided that for you to be happy, there has to be this and this and this, and this is what you envision because this was your dream, and the universe is crumbling it because it's saying, no, this is not how you're going to be happy. You're going to be happy when you are going to release and let go and allow happiness to come in the shape that it's going to be. The important is to be happy. Let's look at that Four of Cups. Yeah, the Tower, Justice. Here is our Four of Cups. What is this? Nine of Cups. So yes, justice, like I was saying for Taurus, justice arrives. She has a sword when we get that clarity, and then we can rebalance. When we understand, then we can readjust the situation. When we see exactly what was the process behind the scene in the invisible world, what was happening, then we can actually make a decision. The Tower is to budge you from, this is my reality and nothing more than this will happen in my life. End of that cycle. Because it's going to tell you that no, you need to get to your Nine of Cups, my beautiful Gemini. This is how you're going to be happy. You're going to look at all of that from a different angle. Let's look at your Hangman here. Because you have twice the Hangman. Oh, there we go. Twice the Hangman, twice the Tower, and twice, what was the other one? Oh, the Empress. Okay, so right now we can look at Tower, Hangman, Empress. There's like, oh, look at what you have allowed in your life, how you've limited yourself, and let that sink in. Look at it from a completely different angle, and it will shatter the way that you perceive things. Here, Hangman, repeat of the Six of Wands. There's another one, all about acknowledgement and coming back from war. Eight of Wands, the arrows of love, the moves we've been making. Here, Eight of Pentacles, in work, what we've been building, how we've been building it, looking at all of this from a different angle, because looking at our sorrows, Three of Swords, our pain and our sorrows from a completely different angle. You should really look at the Taurus, because even though they are readjusting their masculine, you are readjusting your feminine in a kind of similar, there's that similar baggage that you have to release in order for you to allow more into your life. And when I say allow, is opening ourselves up to receive something beautiful. Not to receive all of our pains and, that's all I've got anyway thing. Empress. And that's going to give you a spark of life. Woo. 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So that you can build something solid, that the movement of the richness, the solidity, the stability of your life here can be moving on, processed, coming forward. Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, the Empress, so you can grow your empire. You're going to grow it by allowing it in. How do I allow it in? You allow it in, first of all, by changing the way that you look out into what is coming. When you wake up in the morning, Gemini, you see, okay, what's it gonna be today? What am I going to have to surmount? What is my mountain to climb? Fight to fight, or think to do, whatever. Or is it, what is the universe bringing me today? If there's a mountain, I've got what it takes. Self-acknowledgement. I know I'm going to deal with it anyway. But what is going to be the gift today? What is going to be the gift that the universe is sending me today? That is the way to wake up in the morning. And then to look out with excitement, with the excitement of a Page of Wands, and maybe the heart of a Page of Cups, or a Knight of Cups, or whatever. But you understand what I mean. Changing your perspective completely. And that is not obvious, because the Tower here is going to be a shock maybe. And it could happen a bit in the beginning of the month, okay, because of our full moon in Pisces, and a bit around 9, 10, 11, 12, I'm hearing, because at that point Saturn is going to start moving forward again. So movement, Tower is very karmic. Tower and Justice is very karmic, and Saturn rules karma there. So I wouldn't be surprised if the understanding of that, and then you'll be able to readjust the situation by re-empowering your Empress of what you allow in your life. Open the gate of the connection and let it out. All right, Gemini. I'm going to send you all my love and light for the month of September. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment. I read all the comments. If you want a personal reading, the description is below. Thank you for the ones of you that gave donations. Like every month on the first moon, new moon, and on the full moon, I do a special ceremony of gratitude to give back. And on this, may the light prevail in those crazy times. And I'll see you next month. Namaste. Bye.